Okay, so my highly requested video of freaking forever is my brows. Like, I call myself the eyebrow queen, you know, and everybody always compliments me on my brows, so that's like kind of like my thing. So I'm gonna show you how I do my brows. All right, so the first thing that you definitely want to do is make sure that your brows are nicely shaped. You can get them waxed, tweezed, you know, however you do your brows. I mean, however you get your brows done. I don't normally get my brows done. I actually tweeze them, well, not tweeze them, actually shave them myself. All right, so, and then excuse me if I keep looking down. I'm actually looking at my mirror here so I can make sure I look good, you know. And the reason why my foundation is done, because I definitely did a foundation and highlighting contour video for you guys. So I'll put the description down below how you can get to that video too. All right, so the tools that I'm going to use is a spoolie. Some people call this a mascara wand. We're definitely going to use an angle brush. This is MAC's 266 brush. Love this brush. And then we're going to use another, this is a flat, this is kind of like a flat liner brush, I guess you would say. And this one is by RC Cosmetics. This is what I'm going to use to clean up my foundation, clean up my brow. And then what I'm going to use to clean up the brow is my Graftobian palette. I'm going to use some shades from here. And then what I'm going to use to actually do my brows is my BH Cosmetics Flawless Brow Trio. It's a brow defining kit in medium. All right. And then I'm going to show you another option that I've been using to do my brows, which is the Fluid Line by MAC in Dip Down. It's just a dark brown gel liner. All right, so let's get started. Oh, and then another thing that I use, you can get these from like your local like beauty supply store. It's just a razor. I just use this to clean up my brow. So what I do is I first like to figure out the shape of the brow that I want to go for. Well, it depends on your face shape pretty much. Okay, so your brow should start right here in the corner of your in the corner of your eye, and then your arch should be about right here, just on the, if you're looking straight, just on the outside of your eye. I naturally have a really high arch, so I like to tone it down because I don't like that surprise look. Yeah, and then your brow shouldn't end any further than the ending of your eye, so it should be right here. Sometimes what I like to tell people, if they're beginners, that you just put little marks so you'll know where you need to start, where your arch would be, and where you need to end. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, my brows are pretty okay. I don't really need to like shape them, but I see like little bit of hairs, so I'm just going to take some of that down. And you know, just for the sake of the video, like what I want to tell you guys is, brows, it's kind of like a difficult process. Like the brows really shape the face. It took me about about a year to get my brows together, honey child. But you know, that's why I'm here to tell you guys about how you do your brows. Okay, and then also, your brows are sisters. They don't have to be twins, but if you're very anal and precise like I am, you definitely spend majority of your time on your brows because you want to make sure that they're kind of like matching. So this brow, which is my left side, this brow is a little shorter. It grows in more thicker. So what I do is extend this one a little further so that it can match this one in the corner here. I thicken this one out in the front. So this one, I don't have many hairs in the front, so I have to draw those in. This one is pretty much a full nice brow, but it kind of ends short, so this one sticks out a little bit more. So what I gotta do is like bring this one in. It's just a lot. So let's get started, right? So what I like to do is brush. I like to brush my brows, make sure that they nice and good. And I'm going to actually use a mirror so that I can get really precise. So you may see me look down, but hopefully if my skills are right, I should be in frame. So I'm on the right side of my brow. I'm going to show you how I do it with the BH Cosmetics powder. Show you how to do it with that. So on the angle brush, I just take a little bit of the powder. And then what you want to do is you want to draw a line, not a straight line. That's the key. A lot of people make a mistake and draw like a straight line. You definitely don't want to draw a straight line. You want to start off in strokes. So what I do is start off in nice little strokes, going straight up to the arch. And then once I get up to the arch, then I go down. What I always like to tell people, don't make a straight line and literally like draw your brow like that. It just don't do it. All right, and then what I do is do the same thing on the top, but I just start back. I don't start at the beginning of my brow, just start back a little bit in the back so that when I go to blend it, it won't be so boxed in the front, and it'll give me more of that kind of like that ombre eyebrow, so that it won't look so fake. You get what I'm saying? Like I like my brows, well, I kind of like overdraw my brows because I hate thin brows, but you know, you get my drift. So I do the same thing, light strokes, and then once I get to the arch, I go down. And then I make sure that those two lines meet, and then all I have to do is fill in the middle. And then what's extra on the brush, I'll fill in the front. I don't add on any more product. And then look, as you can see, I already started shaping my face. See? So then I just keep going, filling it in. And then I go back in with my spoolie and I just brush the hairs in the front. And then like this is something that you definitely want to do, like if the powder looks too dark for you or you have too many like harsh lines, all you do is just brush it through. See? And then it'll look like that. Alright, and then I'm gonna just do the other brow with the gel liner, and then I'll show you how I clean them up. Now this brow always takes me the most time because just like I told you, it's shorter and thicker, and then like I have to do so much more with this brow. So I just take a little bit of the brow gel. I'm using the same angled brush. All right, then I'm gonna do the same exact thing.
Start off with light strokes. and then once I get to the arch, I bring it down. Like so. And I do the same for the top.
I guess because I'm on camera, I actually did my brows kind of like equal. Usually it takes me like, man, how long to do my brows? I guess they showing off today. Yeah, we're just gonna act like that pimple is not there. All right, so see, you get the same, pretty much the same effect with the brow. The reason why I started using the gel liner, because about 2 years ago, this was before MAC was doing, this was before actually any cosmetics company was doing like the brow gel. Like they pretty much only had like the pencil, and the powders had just pretty much started coming on at the time. And a YouTuber, I don't remember, I wish I remember what YouTuber it was, they mentioned that they used the Dip Brown fluid line by MAC. And I'm like, wow, because I was actually using the pencil from MAC in Stud. I'll use like either Spiked or Stud. They pretty much, Stud is just like a darker brown, and Spiked is more like a kind of like a, I wouldn't say reddish, but it's more like a brown. I was actually using that, but then I realized like I would like literally like oil you up and like sweat it off. Like, so I was just like, you know, I need to find something that's gonna actually make my brow stay on. So then that's when the YouTuber, she said that she uses Dip Brown. So I've started using Dip Brown, and I have the actually the same one that I purchased. I just like kind of like hit pan. Like I've had it for that long. Like I don't even use it for the liner. I actually just use it for my brows, and they literally last all day. But yeah, but back to the video. All right, so then what I'm gonna do is brush that some more, just so that it could blend in with my hairs and it'll look more natural. Then I'm gonna brush this side too, just once more. And then you always want to sit back and like look at your brows, check to make sure like, all right, well, did I extend this one more? Is this one more arched? You know, things that I do because I'm like extremely anal. And then you can either highlight them or like use like a lighter concealer, or you can use your exact match foundation to clean it up. But I kind of like to do both. I'll use like my foundation, my actual foundation color on top of my brow, because I don't like to get that halo effect. I think that's a trend that should have been stopped. But I mean, if that's what you like, that's what you like, to each his own, but I don't. So I only highlight underneath my brow. So I'm going in with my Graftobian palette. And honey child, please don't ask me what colors I use. I just pretty much use whatever. It's never like the same color. So I use like maybe this one, and this one. I like mix it up, and then whatever color I get, that's whatever color I get. Okay. So then what I do is I do the exact same thing. I just clean up underneath the brow. And I'm using the brush that I told you. The flat, I guess this is a flat liner brush, I forgot. Our RC Cosmetics. Bow, look at that brow. Then we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. For some reason, my hand is like shaking while I'm holding this mirror. I don't know why. Oops, sorry. You know what I hate? Sorry to get off topic, but like when YouTubers are like doing their makeup and then you'll see like the mirror in a way, like that is annoying. So sorry. Ooh. Now filling out the top is optional. I usually do both, like the top and the bottom, so let me just do that. But it's actually pretty, told you my brows are showing off. It's actually pretty clean today, so I don't even need to do it, but because this is my like normal brow routine, I'll do it. It like makes the brow look really, really sharp. So I'm going back in with that same liner brush and Beautiful Bronze, and I'm just going to use that to clean up the top. Okay. And then I'm just gonna go back in with a little bit of the powder, just kind of like touch that up in the corner. Let me see. I told you I'm very anal with my brows, so I'm going back in, touching them up, seeing what needs to be fixed. You always want to take a step back and view your work. Alright, and then we're just gonna blend the top. And there you have it, my brow tutorial. Now these brows look really, really good. And if you want to like lighten your brows, MAC has these nice like brow gels. Is it a brow gel? Yeah, it comes in like a little mascara one. It definitely comes in like a little mascara, like kind of tubey thingy majiggy. I don't have any in front of me and I'm being lazy right now, so I don't feel like getting up to get it. You know what, I'm gonna get up and get it. Alright, so yeah, so this is what it looks like. It's a brow set, I'm sorry. This is in the shade Girl Boy. Renny Vasquez is always talking about, this is like his favorite kind of product per se, and this is the one that he always used. So I'm gonna show you how you apply it. You just put it right on the brow. Yeah, see? And then lightened it. Well, the camera is picking it up a little lighter, but it looks actually lighter. Maybe I'll show you some pictures. I actually like how it goes over the gel liner rather than the powder. It goes on so much better over that. But yeah, can you see? All right, and that is it for the video. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for your support. Face by Nicole 2015, and I'm out.